Hello everybody, how are you doing? We haven't made such a video for a long time now, and I thought, okay, let's go ahead and do some reaction video because Titan Quest 2 is getting the next mastery finally, which is Spirit. I don't know if they are saying anything about release date. I guess not. Let's take a look at the text though, because I haven't read this one. This it says news today, this released today, so I just turned on my Steam account and I saw it. So let's see. Hopefully this will come out soon and we will know. We will see how good it is. New Mastery Spirit, finally. By the way, is this going to be the final mastery or I think we have 5 masteries so far. I would like to get 2 more after Spirit actually, but for the release, but anyways. Heroes! Who is that? You have been eagerly waiting for a new mastery and soon your wishes will come true. Yes. Today we unveil what lies beyond the Otherworld's shroud and offer you a first glimpse into our new mastery, Spirit. Spirit allows you to wield the powers of the Otherworld. I want to become Hades himself. Manipulate the forces of life and death to summon spirits of the dead and cast otherworldly spells to haunt the living. Yeah? Draw from your own life force. In Titan Quest 1 there is a skill in Spirit Mastery, which I think, if I remember right, it has something to do with your life. Or it has a very huge amount of energy regen cost. I don't remember, but I think it has something to do with your life. I mean, stealing your life or something like that. If guys you remember what skill I'm talking about, leave a comment below, remind me, I don't remember exactly. Draw from your own life force to sustain their advance and boost their effectiveness. Displace and debuff your opponents by siphoning their life force or even executing them altogether. Spirit makes use of Sage, a new resource exclusive to the mastery. We also have a new resource in Forge Mastery, and now we have one more new resource. They can be used to fuel any way to play spirits, as a full-on summoner, a pure spellcaster or hybrid playstyles. Okay, so maybe Spirit will come with pets, its own pets, summons, let's call them summons in Titan Quest 2. In Titan Quest 1 we call them pets. The Mastery also allows you to sacrifice life instead of energy. This sounds very good for build diversity, and on the flip side has a big focus on vitality damage and life leads to balance. I knew that they were going to go with vitality damage on Spirit Mastery and life leads as well, because even in Titan Quest 1 Spirit Mastery has vitality damage and life leads in some forms. The life drain skill has some attack damage converted to health and vitality damage. Then you have the necrosis debuff for enemies, which is a very huge debuff to the life leech resistance of enemies and vitality resistance of enemies as well. So yeah, this one should be... it should have something similar to that one anyways. Spirit Summoner, this is very crucial. As the main summoning mastery, Spirit offers a lot of support for minion-based builds. Eidolon Guards, Eidolon Guards. In Titan Quest 1 Spirit Mastery, we have only the King, the Lich King, as a pet. And the other guy, I don't remember that name, but the other guy is very powerful. But the problem is that it has a very long cooldown, I think it is 3 minutes. And it doesn't last very long, and, but you can work around that issue because you have cooldown reduction. If you maximize your cooldown reduction up to 80%, you can reduce the cooldown and you can have him coming more frequently into combat. That one is not like a guard, but it is humanoid, a very big one. And now Eidolon Guards, we will see. They will form the core of your summoner. They are powerful spirits of fallen heroes, but their presence on the overworld is fleeting. This means they will not walk on the earth, they will float around, something like that. You can choose to sustain them longer by sacrificing your own life or healing them with other abilities, or you lean into their short-lived nature and build around on summon and death triggers for them. The major summon of spirit is the Athanekros. Who thought of this name? Okay, it is not a bad name, especially for people who are not Greek, but this name, I haven't seen this name in actual mythology or history of Greece, but it reminds me of, it is like a combination of two different names, or words, Greek words anyways. One is Athena, which is the goddess Athena, you would call it in English. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war and strategy, things like this. The other word is Nekros or Nekros, which means dead. So, Athanekros, what is this? And now this brings some memories from a movie, I think they call it Immortals. It was with Angelina Jolie. And in that movie, she was playing Athena. And in some point in the movie, she said, somebody called her Athena, and she said, Thina, not Athena, which is, of course, anyways, let's not go there because that is symbolic, it has its own meaning. A powerful spellcaster that can make use of its own unique spells but also has access to some of your other spirit abilities. It can dish out large amounts of damage from the back line, is this that guy here? While also buffing your defenses as needed. I guess it is this guy here. This looks like a little bit like Lich King, but very different of course, but it reminds me a little bit of Lich King. Spirit Caster. If you fancy slinging spells and watching your opponents crumble to dust while the life forces are drawn from them, Spirit has got you covered as well. Nice. In this case, you can use your Sage to empower your abilities by choosing specific modifiers. Soul Burn modifiers allow you to consume Sage on cast for big benefits like much higher. Your Sage are your summons, so you can use your summons. You pay... In a way, we could say that you pay for big benefits, as it says here. You pay by using or exterminating your own summons to actually deal lots of damage. Maybe. That reminds me of Neidan Mastery and the skill, the passive skill that Terracotta Warriors have, where if you activate that skill and level it up very much, the moment they die, they deal damage to nearby enemies, something like that. But of course this sounds different, but it reminds me of that one. A removed cooldown with similar effects, whereas Soul Harvest modifiers allow you to increase Sage regeneration with abilities when killing creatures or damaging bosses. Sage regeneration. So, wait. So, Sage is not the summons. Anyways, we will see when this comes out. Additionally, Spirit introduces the execution mechanic. This will allow you to instantly execute enemies when they fall beyond a certain threshold. Yeah, as you would expect, you can manipulate this threshold by speccing into it on actives and passives. Nice. Maybe the threshold would be... In other games we have stats like... or skills, passive skills and whatnot, that say, for example, whenever your enemies are below 15% health, your next hit will kill them, finish them off, something like that maybe. That's good, and especially if you can change the threshold, lower or higher, whatever, that will be very interesting. Support. Spirit also offers a lot of support value. Soul Vortex is a very powerful ability that drags your enemies towards each other, very useful for hitting a big group with harder to hit AoE abilities. AoE. It can also apply a debuff, so that whenever you choose to deal damage with hits even harder while in the vortex. Dark Pact, on the other hand, allows you to sacrifice your life directly for energy and other buffs. This can be a great tool to enable more energy hungry builds if you can deal with the life loss. Nice. This is very good. I like very much this idea of paying with life to be able to do stuff in action RPGs. And Spirit Mastery sounds like the perfect place where you can actually do that. Because, you know, theme-wise, Spirit is the spiritual world. It has nothing to do with the physical world. Life energy or blood or whatever is physical world. And you pay some of your physical presence or life force, whatever, to do higher spiritual things or having better spiritual results. Showcasing some abilities. Below are some quick clips to show you spirit abilities. This content is still work in progress and might change by release. Okay, by the sound of this, maybe it is not coming very soon out, the Spirit Master. Anyways, we will see. Eidolon Guards. The Eidolon Guards are strong but fleeting. In this clip, they are equipped with a charge modifier that allows them to get into combat more quickly. Okay, wait. That's it. That goes. I like very much how they move around, how they go, they run fast, they almost teleport. They don't teleport, they almost teleport. And also they look like guards, actually, like warriors, which is very great, because if you call them guards, make Eidolon Guards, make them look like warriors, not like beings from the other side of the, you know, of the other world, whatever. That's very good. Death Ward Beam. Line up your enemies and hit them with a devastating beam. Ha! Yeah, okay, we have seen this skill in many action RPGs. And especially it reminds me right now of the Albrecht's Aether Ray Beam in Grim Dawn, which is amazing as a skill. And this one is going to be very fun. This specific skill is going to be super fun. I could see this skill being my first one in Spirit Mastery. Making my first Spirit Mastery build with this skill as my main skill. Athanekros. Summon a menacing ally who can cast powerful spells from the backline. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, this looks like Lich King, but different. But it is floating, Lich King. Hey, wait, what? Oh, take a look at this enemy. Opa. Opa. So, which one is... This is Athanekros. Oh, this is yours. This is Athanekros. And this one... Okay, this one reminds me very much of these enemies here. These enemies are very annoying, by the way. One of the most annoying types of enemies in Titan Quest 2 so far, to me personally, has been this enemy. Okay, it looks visually similar, but it is different. And it also reminds me of Lich King. Lich King is very powerful in Titan Quest, one of the most powerful pets, actually, very, very strong. And if you haven't played pets in Titan Quest 1, you should go and play Lich King. Okay, more soon. This is just a small first look into what Spirit Mastery will offer. Stay tuned for future updates. Rate up. This looks very interesting. I want to see how this paying with your life works in this mastery to do stuff, better results, paying with your life for better results. This beam skill reminds me of the beams in other games, and especially Grim Dawn, Albrecht's Aether Ray, which is amazing as a skill. Definitely one of the first skills I would use if I wanted to play Spirit Mastery for a build. As a main skill, I mean. And of course it has its own currency. Spirit Mastery comes with its own currency, similarly to the Forge Mastery, which has another currency for some of its own spells or skills. Yeah, it looks like this is actually interesting. This sounds very interesting. Okay, Soul Vortex. We didn't see Soul Vortex. We saw the beam and the summon, but not Soul Vortex. The Soul Vortex sounds also very interesting. It reminds me from the description, it reminds me maybe a couple of skills from Diablo 3 or Wolves and Lords of Mayhem that have something like a similar function or something. We will see. But yeah, it looks very interesting. Hopefully for the release we will get at least one more, at least 7 masteries, not 6, hopefully. But anyways, so guys, I don't know what you have to say about all these things here. Leave a comment below if you want. Let us know, have you played the Lich King in Titan Quest 1 pet? Any builds with Spirit Mastery at Lich King? What do you think about this update? And whatever you want to say, anyways, say. Okay, that's it. So, thanks for watching the video. As always, if you like the content, subscribe, hit the like button, support the channel, whatever you want to do or don't do it. And I will see you again soon with more content. Have a great day.